Get ready to experience the Changing Earth audio drama, brought to you by an incredible lineup of podcasters and survivalists from across the country, including listeners like you.
Two months later.
Erica paddles her boat, attempting to keep it pointed towards the mountains in the east. The California sun beats down on her, and she sweats profusely in the heat. The duct tape suit she wore only made the matter worse.
Thank God for these sunglasses. My eyes are burning from that sun. How long was I down in the dark, I wonder? Darn this raft, it's too big. 3 paddles to the left, walk to the right, 3 paddles there. I have to keep this thing balanced. Damn, it's hot. The umbrella. At least I can get out of the sun. I'll wedge it in the crate. A little duct tape. There we go. Much better. And it's catching the wind. Pulling me right. I wonder if I paddle on the left. It works! A balanced raft. Nice.
As the sun sets, Erica realizes she feels very tired. Grabbing a tablecloth, she lays down and gazes at the stars.
It's amazing. Look at all those stars. There's no lights.
She sits up, scanning the horizon.
No lights anywhere.
In the morning, Erica slowly opens her eyes, not realizing where she was. She can feel her raft bumping into something repeatedly, and the sunlight was dimmed.
I must have fallen asleep when the current took me. How far did it take me? A building. I'm in a building. I got caught in this debris.
Erica carefully examines the material she is floating in.
Oh my God. It's bodies. All dead bodies. I have to get out of here. Sorry, mister.
Erica has no other choice but to push off the bodies to move her raft towards the hole in the wall where the water swirled in.
Oh, the stench.
Erica makes her way towards the location where the highway she used to take home was. One day blends into another as she fights the current, heading home. As Swenson heads to his home for the evening, his guards kneel to him, and an older woman awaits him.
Sir.
What do you want?
My name is Teresa. My family was killed in the quake. All I ever knew was caring for them. I'm so appreciative of the way you've saved this community. I would love to come to work for you. I'll make sure your home is clean and you'll have the best pasta in existence in your belly.
It sounds like a plan. You can move your things to the extra room in my home.
Excellent, sir. Thank you, sir.
They parted ways, heading off to their individual residences. Teresa arrives a short time later with her belongings and prepares him a dinner.
Woman, you weren't lying. I haven't eaten like that since before the quake.
I can make do with these dehydrated foods, but just wait until the fresh tomatoes come in from the garden.
Falling asleep, Teresa had a meal ready for him when he awoke. He felt like a king as he ate, making small talk until he left. Major Burgess rides on an old school bus with LaPierre, Monroe, and Chappie.
It has been too long, Major Burgess. I need to find my family.
General McClintock assured me that as soon as he gets back, we are heading that way. Right now, I need you to focus. Can you do that, LaPierre?
Yes, sir.
I want minimal casualties. It's not their fault they lost their homes.
Yes, sir.
The men arrive on scene where a group of mercs are standing off against a group of refugees.
Status report, Sergeant Cook.
They have minimal weaponry, sir. A farmer chased them from his property.
This is one of the towns scheduled for rebuild this week. I want them rounded up quickly with minimal casualties.
Yes, sir.
Monroe, take a team left and flank them.
Yes, sir. You four, you're with me.
Chappie, you take a team and flank to the right.
Yes, sir. You four, you're with me.
Let's start pushing in.
We'll never surrender!
They're dug in deep, sir.
LaPierre, use your rifle and take out the loud one.
Marcel, you said...
I know what I said, LaPierre. If we eliminate the one, hopefully the many will come quietly. Shoot him in the leg.
Yes, sir. If I line it up just right.
No one has to die here today. Put your weapons down and come out. We have food, homes, and jobs for you.
We're coming out.
See, Sergeant, that wasn't so tough. Get that man a doctor.
I've got a medic, but we're short on doctors, Major.
I'll see what I can do about that.
Please enjoy a quick word from our sponsors.
Are you worried about how dangerous the world has become? In these days of terrorist attacks, natural disasters, or even a future collapse, you need to be medically prepared to keep your family safe. I'm Joe Alton, MD of store.doomandbloom.net, where you'll find an entire line of uniquely designed medical kits and supplies for when help is not on the way. For everything from individual first aid kits to the ultimate family medical bag, go to store.doomandbloom.net today. You'll be glad you did.
Prepper Broadcasting Network is 9 dynamic hosts, 7 podcasts a week, live shows, chat rooms, daily updates, all on prepping, survival, and patriotism. Visit PrepperBroadcasting.com for your dose of self-reliance and independence.
Hi, this is Jane Austen, otherwise known as Survivor Jane, and the voice of Dolores Chapman. I'd like to invite you to my website, SurvivorJane.com, where I write in a conversational tone on topics of how better to prepare yourself and family. You can also find links to my books, What Could Possibly Go Wrong?, Emergency Survival Hygiene, and my game book, Puzzling Over Preparedness. You can also find information on Prepper Camp, the largest 3-day preparedness event in the country every fall, hosted by myself and my husband, Rick Austin.
Disaster Coffee is fueling disaster relief in America. Our coffee is roasted to order and shipped to your front door. You cannot get it any fresher. Visit disastercoffee.com and caffeinate with a purpose. That's disastercoffee.com. And now back to the Changing Earth audio drama.
Erica wakes excited. She knows today is the day she will reach the shoreline. After a breakfast of oats and water cooked over her small candle, she lights a cigarette.
Is that smoke from my cigarette? No. What the heck is that? Looks like a huge fire in the west. Maybe it's a wildfire. With all the water, how can it be burning? Look how black that smoke is. It looks like it's coming from that huge cone. Is it a volcano? Oh wow, it's a long way off. What can it do to me way out here? I don't care anyway. Today is the day I reach land. I find someone to drive me home. I'll walk all the way if I have to. But soon, I'll be there with my husband and my son in my arms again.
Erica picks up her paddle and rows with a vengeance. As the hours pass, she notices the water is steaming.
That's weird. Oh well, just a little further to go. Wait, my raft. The jugs, they're melting. Oh, come on. I'm almost there.
Erica paddles harder as the jugs continue to melt. Before long, the overheated toxic water is lapping over the side of the raft.
I'm almost there. Just a little further. going to get there with or without this raft. Just hold my suit hole. Hot, hot, hot. But I can bottom. Move your legs. More. You can make it. Just a little further.
As Erica reaches the shore, the pain from the searing heat and hot plastic melting to her body causes her to pass out. Swenson approaches Mr. Lee as he directs fighters on the training field.
What a treat it is to have you on the training field today.
I wanted to see if you had another squad ready for combat.
I have 3 more ready to go, but I have an issue.
How can I help?
I have 2 boys, Rick and James. They're younger than you were when I found you, and they refuse to be separated. They claim to be brothers. It's worse than you were with Javier.
Swenson stands in a daze, flashing back to a memory he hadn't thought of in a long time. In his mind, he was a small boy approaching the corner that a Mexican gang occupies.
Look, Javier, the little gringo came to see you again.
What are you doing here, man?
I'm leaving Javier. My brother says it's time to go.
Your brother is soft. He's too scared to join the gang. You can stay with us.
If he joined, we would be rivals, and we both know your brother would never allow a gringo to join.
I miss you, brother. You've been my best friend. Let me walk you to the bus.
What's this? Street trash in a spick and warm place at the same time? Must be my lucky day.
Later, TJ.
Later, bro.
Now we got you, piece of trash.
TJ! Why don't you thugs pick on somebody your own size?
Derek, no. You're the only family I have left. You can't die.
Lost in his thoughts, Swenson realizes that Mr. Lee is talking to him.
Where's your head, TJ? You know better than to let emotions distract you.
Yes, sir, Mr. Lee. But I don't understand your problem. Keep them together and make sure they have specialized training. I'll make them an elite team when they're older.
Whatever you want, TJ.
Please enjoy a quick word from our sponsors.
Hey everyone, this is Phil Rabley from the Matter of Facts podcast, voicing the role of Cole Vergis. If prepping guns and politics sounds like your cup of tea, come check out the Matter of Facts podcast every Friday on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify with my co-host Andrew Bobo.
L. Douglas Hogan here, doing the voice of Swenson. You can also hear me on all major podcasting platforms at The Rising Republic. I'm also on YouTube, The Rising Republic Video Bites. I'll see you guys over there, and you have a marvelous day.
Ben Branham here with the Modern Self-Protection Podcast. I do the voice of Gunnery Sergeant Ben Nicholton. The Modern Self-Protection Podcast is a podcast that's dedicated to keeping you safe in today's modern world. It's a weekly podcast where we get together and talk about tips, tricks, equipment, gear, and an overall mindset to keep you safe. If you're interested in firearms and self-defense, you're going to love this podcast. Go check it out at modernselfprotection.com.
And now back to the Changing Earth audio drama.
Burgess stands in a field by a barn that is being repaired.
Nice spread you got here, sir.
It's been in my family for generations. And please call me Earl.
I'm not questioning your status, Earl. Are they your family?
No, they're refugee families that volunteered to help us rebuild in exchange for housing. Is that okay?
As long as they're not causing problems, my lips are sealed. Do you have a family?
My son, his wife, and children were in California. We've had no word.
We're working on saving anyone left alive. Have faith, Earl. What did you do before the quake?
I had a veterinary clinic in California. My wife and I were on vacation when the quake hit.
In Minnesota?
No. We were in Washington, visiting my mother. We had to fly here last minute to deal with some legal issues with the property. We just arrived when the quake hit.
You know, Earl, we're awfully short on doctors in town. Your medical expertise could certainly be of use.
I'd really rather work with animals.
I understand. And as soon as we have more doctors trained, you can return to that profession. Sound like a deal?
I think I can live with that.
Good. Report to the clinic in town. What's your last name? I'll let them know you're coming.
Last name is Moore.
Thanks, Doc. We'll see you in town.
Erica bolts awake, screaming in pain as an intense burning sears across her body. An elderly woman stands over her with a mask on. In her hand is a pair of forceps, holding a big blob of melted cotton.
Henry, she's awake.
Oh, what the?
Hold her down.
Oh, get away from me.
I just need to grab one more piece.
Okay, we can take a break. Here, drink this, honey. We're not trying to hurt you, honey. We're trying to help. Here, now drink this.
My body it burns.
We have to remove that clothing that melted to your skin. It's gonna hurt some more.
As the pain overwhelms her, Erica loses consciousness again. In her dream, she was in a hospital bed. As she looks to the door, a curly-haired man with a baseball cap comes in the room. His dancing eyes meet hers.
Hey, you're awake.
Vince, I missed you.
He comes over and kisses her. She could smell his familiar scent in the air.
How did it go?
It went perfectly. The doctor says you will be back on your feet in no time.
I was worried I wouldn't make it home.
Now, why would you say a thing like that? You can't get rid of me that easy.
I love you, Vince.
I love you too, baby. Look who's here.
Dexter!
Mommy, you're awake.
The boy jumps on the bed and hugs her tightly. Vince holds them both, and Erica sighs deeply with relief.
Please enjoy a quick word from our sponsors.
Hey everyone, this is Dale and Lisa from SurvivalistPrepper.net. I played the voice of Lautner.
And I played the voice of Carol and Star.
Over at Survivalist Prepper, we have the podcast, and I also have a new podcast that I'm doing with Brian Duff called The Duff and Dale Show.
And you can find me on my YouTube channel, The Budget Equestrian.
Hi, this is Sarah F. Hathaway, the creator of the Changing Earth series and the voice of Erica North. Visit ChangingEarthSeries.com to explore the novels behind the drama and the survival knowledge behind the stories. Join the Changing Earth membership program and get 1 week early access to the show. We appreciate you helping the Changing Earth world go round. Visit us at www.ChangingEarthSeries.com. That's www.ChangingEarthSeries.com.
Hello, everyone out there in Internet Radio Land. This is Dave Jones, the NBC guy, and have I got a deal for you? Everybody that listens to Sarah's audio drama gets a special deal from me on Mira safety products. These are top-quality protective gear used by armies around the world. You can only get that deal by emailing me at nbcguy@protonmail.com.
I'm quite concerned about what's coming next. Personally, I think we'll probably see food shortages and other disruptions. Are you prepared if things go wrong? Does your family have enough food and supplies on hand to last at least 30 days? If not, the time to prepare is right now. Don't wait another minute. To help you on your journey, I recommend My Patriot Supply. They're the leaders in self-reliance, and they have a 4-week supply of emergency food that lasts up to 25 years in storage, so you never have to worry again. Don't put your family through the pain of hunger or standing in government food lines. Go to preparewithchangingearth.com today, and your emergency food will be shipped quickly and discreetly to your door. Those who know what's coming are using today to prepare. So visit preparewithchangingearth.com, the original Patriot Preparedness Company. Their mission is your survival. That's preparewithchangingearth.com. And now back to the Changing Earth audio drama.
Swinson stands before a group of refugees kneeling on the ground.
You all have a choice to make. We are rebuilding the world. You can choose to become a part of it and earn a spot within my city, or you can go into the federal system and get placed in a labor camp. The choice is yours.
Free country indeed. I'll never bow to you.
Yuri? Sounds like he prefers a labor camp.
Sounds like it to me. Trent, take him to a holding cell.
Come on, you.
Fight for your freedoms.
Make your choice and choose wisely.
Yuri and Trent separate the refugees into 2 groups.
Trent, that girlie there? Take her to my home.
Good choice, TJ.
No!
Move your feet, woman.
No!
You heard the man.
You bastards!
Swinson finishes his work and returns home. Teresa is in the kitchen preparing his dinner, and the woman from earlier is cuffed by her wrists and ankles to the wall in his family room.
Hello, TJ.
What's for dinner?
Pork chops and green beans.
Put it on the table and go to your room. You can do the dishes in the morning.
Yes, TJ.
Teresa serves him his food and leaves the room. Swinson sits at the table eating quietly, staring at the woman.
I thought you said I had a choice. I volunteered to work in your city? Why am I here?
No one asked you to speak.
You said we could be free.
Did I?
Well, no. But I thought if I did...
Eating the last few morsels of food on his plate, Swinson slams his fork down and throws his chair back. He approaches the woman dominantly standing over her.
I didn't mean to.
Shh. Everyone has a role to play. And you will be working in the city. After I'm done with you, I'm sure my men can find a use for you.
Swinson gently rubs his hand down her face, and then suddenly grips her chin tightly, kissing her fiercely.
You can't do this!
And who is going to stop me? Are you?
No.
Then be a good girl and do your job.
Yes, TJ.
Burgess tours the town of Brainerd. Small shops dot the street, and a group of children run by laughing.
It's coming together, Monroe.
Yes, sir. It is. The people worked fast. It almost seems normal now.
It certainly does. How are LaPierre and Cook doing in their towns?
Progressing steadily, sir. LaPierre had another group of refugees come through today, but they weren't looking for a fight. Just a warm bed. Easy pickings, sir.
Does it ever feel wrong rounding up these people?
I don't see that we have a choice. Orders are orders, and there'd be chaos without the factories to put them to work.
I guess so.
Major Burgess, sir.
What's up, Chappie?
There's a woman here to see you.
Who?
I don't know. She only wants to talk to you.
Let's go, then. You should never keep a lady waiting, right?
She looks more like a warrior than she does a lady.
The men walk into a local restaurant.
That's her in the corner, sir.
You asked for me?
Major Cole Burgess?
Yes, ma'am. And you are?
My name is Cassidy Baker.
And why did you want to see me, Miss Cassidy Baker?
I just wanted to see if you were as handsome as I heard you were.
Somehow I doubt that, but I'll play along. So am I?
You are. I heard you have a soft spot for the refugees.
We're all people, right? It's not their fault they took the brunt of the tsunami, but we need unity. It's the only way to produce enough food. Where'd you come from, Cassidy?
The West.
Why come to me asking me about how I feel about my job?
Your job?
A man has to eat, right? I'm no farmer. Why come to me, Cassidy?
There are others that feel we can survive as free communities that can exist and still be free.
I've heard about those towns out west. People huddled up, fearful for their lives.
I've heard the same about the federal lands, but it isn't the refugees causing the fear, it's the government.
We have to restore order.
I represent that group of people, and we feel that the Mercs could stand as a check against the new government.
I can see this situation getting out of control. You wouldn't want to imagine some of the protocol in place for these types of incidences. On the other hand, I could report you.
And I could disappear into the night, and you would never hear from me again.
Why should I trust you?
Because you know in your heart this isn't right, and what has to be done. Someone has to make certain that this country doesn't fall to the unquestioned law of a select few. The FEMA board weren't even elected by the people, and they are in control.
I'm not in a position to direct the Merc Army.
But you have the trust of General McClintock.
My, you are well informed.
The feds weren't the only ones with plans in place for a collapse scenario.
I will talk to General McClintock, but I can't make any guarantees. He is committed to saving this country.
So am I.
Thanks for stopping by and listening to the Changing Earth audio drama. Hope you enjoyed the adventure. This content is copyrighted in 2021 by author Sarah F. Hathaway. For a list of performers, music, and noise attributes, head on over to www.authorSarahFHathaway.com/Changing Earth. That's www.authorSarahFHathaway.com/Changing Earth. Special thanks to Zapsplat, freesound.com, and freemusicarchives.com for all the work that they do, providing great resources for free music and sounds. Without them, this project would not be possible. Much love to all of my volunteer performers who put hours in designing the characters that you love. We'll see you next time on the Changing Earth audio drama.